How's it going?
Jack, welcome, mate. You are the absolute most important person in town. I feel like everyone wants a piece of you. Obviously, last time you fought in Perth, you were becoming a big deal, but this entire event is built around you. The city's getting behind you. Do you feel that pressure now?
Not really. But yeah, pressure produces good performances, so that's what I'm looking for.
And how important is it to obviously put on a spectacular performance coming off the back of the Islam Makhachev fight? You've talked about it previously, but quickly, what's your assessment on that and sort of the adjustments you've made coming into this one?
Yeah, obviously a different stylistic matchup this time around, but yeah, it wasn't the best performance, so we had to go back, look what went wrong, and then just try and fix those. But then, yeah, different stylistic matchup this time, so yeah, looking forward to the performance.
And it was the first time since you were 0-2 in your professional career that you've had to come off of a loss. You were kind of just running high on being Jack Della. Did you have to go back to the drawing board and reassess anything, or how did you bounce back from this loss?
I mean, it was just, yeah, obviously, yeah, some technical things didn't go my way in the fight. So, yeah, we went back, looked at those, what we couldn't, yeah, looked at reasons why we couldn't get those things off and try and rebuild off those. But yeah, different stylistic matchup for sure this time.
Does anything creep into your head at all? Like, oh man, maybe I should have stretched more. I should have done more grappling rounds here, or had this guy come in. Like, is there any sort of discussion you even just have with yourself about what needs to be done?
Yeah, I don't think that I needed to. I think the camp was good. There wasn't anything that we needed to do different in the camp. It was more, I guess it just came down to the night, not being able to implement those sort of techniques to get back to the feet. Maybe the mindset wasn't perfect in the fight, and I guess that's what it's about. I've always said anyone can win on any given night, and came up against one of the best and couldn't get my game plan going.
Does a loss like that, does it haunt you? Does it keep you up at night, or is this part of the game and you move on?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the game. Wins and losses, that's what the sport's about. So, yeah, it haunted me for a few nights for sure. But, yeah, I was always expected to fight some of the big challenges. Obviously, Carlos was someone I definitely thought I was going to fight at some point. It would have been nice to be fighting him as the champion, but that's just not the way it turned out. So,
and you talk about like a media responsibilities as well. You've got so many promotions, even yourself. I think you're like giving away pizza. There's so many like requirements that you have. Does that creep into you? Because I know that you are the furthest thing from wanting to be a celebrity. So does that creep in and affect training at all?
No, it doesn't. Obviously, number one is training. Get like big challenges in front. Fights they can be dangerous. So just got to, obviously the number one priority is training, preparing for big fights.
And we just spoke to Carlos Prates before, and he said that he will knock you out come Saturday. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, he's obviously knocked out a lot of people. I'm going to try my best to not let that happen.
Thanks, mate.
Jack, just down here. Talking about, that and Carlos's previous fights and his performances, he pulls off some kind of crazy stuff, the spinning back elbow. He's the first person to kind of do what he did to Leon Edwards. Yeah. Is it difficult to prep for a guy who has kind of an unorthodox style?
Yeah, of course. He's got a lot of weapons, He gets into a flow, has a lot of weapons. So just got to be supremely focused throughout the battle.
I asked him about it as well. You guys have faced off. You guys obviously the top of the marquee. You've seen each other throughout the week. How is kind of the energy?
Yeah, it was the face-off was pretty in and out. So, but yeah, I've got all respect for him. I met him before, and it's all respect, but it's business come Saturday.
And talking about the pizza, there is like a JDM pizza. Did you decide what was on that?
Yep. Okay, that came from me. That was what I would like on a pizza. So I'm looking forward to tucking into a few of those come Saturday night.
A better journalist would have the ingredients in front of him. I don't at this moment. But why was that your selection?
I mean, because I like it. That was I guess I had all the ingredients in front of me, and I decided that's what I felt like at the time, and that was it.
Some would say that's the best reason.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Jack.
Hey, Jack, just down here, 4 of your last fights have been against grapplers and wrestlers, and now you're finally going back to essentially your bread and butter. Carlos is basically a purist striker. Are you happy that you're going back to what will be a striking fight?
I like all the contenders have different stylistic matchups. That's what I like about the sport. There's so many different styles, and yeah, styles make fights. So I'm not necessarily happy or not happy. I'm just excited for the challenge.
Yeah. And Carlos is a very high-level striker with a 100% KO rate in the UFC. And he showed us in that Ian Gary fight that he is dangerous the entirety of the time. How do you mentally prepare for that consistent danger?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be about focus, staying focused the whole time. Obviously, it's a 25-minute fight, and he's going to be dangerous until the final bell. So I've just got to be switched on, focused, and implement my game plan.
Yeah, and just one more from me. Fans have been comparing you, your fight style, and your demeanour a lot to Nick Diaz. Is he someone you look up to?
I mean, yeah, in terms of his fighting style, I've always enjoyed his fighting style. Good output, good boxing, nice jiu-jitsu. Yeah, he's definitely one of the greats of this sport.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Jack, you keep on creating history for the UFC in Australia as well. You're the first Perth fighter to fight on a Perth card, and now you're the first Perth fighter to main event a Perth card. So tell us what that means, obviously, in Fight Week.
Yeah, super proud. I'm proud where I've come from. I'm proud to represent Perth, and big event, and to be able to headline it with also up and coming great Perth fighters underneath me, and obviously all the Australians. It's pretty, I'm proud to be on top of it because there's such great Australian fighters on the card.
Speak about Perth MMA as well. I mean, the first time that multiple Perth fighters will be on a UFC card in Perth, and the top 3 fights as well with Perth fighters.
Yeah, it's special. It's really special. It shows how much we've come a long way, and also how much competition there is in this small city.
A little bit of fun experience for you yesterday at Welcome to Country. You had a very interesting face-off with a little fan. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's cool to see. Obviously, Carlos's child come out, and she's obviously very supportive of Dad, as you'd expect. So it's cool to see.
Fantastic. It's a huge weekend for MMA in WA as well. Eternal MMA, Australia's best MMA promotion. You obviously were a champion of that organisation. Eternal 105 on Friday night. You've been obviously very close with your teammates at Scrappy MMA as well. You've got a fighter, Lawrence Whitesmith. You've been very close with his journey. He's a feature bout on Friday night. It's going to be pretty tough for you not to be able to be there this time for him. Yeah, no, I'll be there for sure. I'm going to probably go from the ceremonial, head over to Eternal, support Lawrence. I've known him since he was 12, training, and he's got a bright future. So it's exciting to see him sort of kick off his professional career, and I'm sure he'll be sitting up here very soon. I'm looking forward to the day we probably share a card together. That's great to see or hear. And a final one from me, obviously main event in Perth, but obviously first time for prime time for a UFC event in Australia as well. So good timing for you as well. Yeah, I think so. I think it's better for everyone across the board. The fighters, the fans, rather than getting up first thing in the morning, everyone can sort of sleep in, enjoy the day, and then also the crowd can have a sleep in, and then bring their atmosphere to Saturday night. I think we're all happy about it. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah. G'day, Jack. Just back here. You mentioned before that it took you a few days, or it haunted you a few days, the last fight. I'm wondering, how did you flush that feeling out? What did you do?
Just ate a lot of pizza in New York, sort of enjoyed New York City. It was pretty, just sort of ate my way through the city and then got home, and it was a bit sad when I got home, but that's the sport. That's what makes winning so good, is the potential of losing.
Yeah. And then reflecting on it now, what would you have done differently?
I mean, in the fight itself, I guess more footwork, probably just being more calm. I think I was just too emotional going into it, but they're the things you sort of take away, come back better.
And it looked like your leg took a real beating. What was the outcome from that? How much time did that take to heal?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. A bit of a limp the next few days, but it wasn't anything major.
And a win on Saturday night, what do you think that would do? Does that automatically get you another shot, do you think?
Probably not. I think there's a lot of contenders, a lot of fights that need to be had, so we'll see what happens. But it will definitely keep me in the top picture, and I got the title shot originally from just being active and just ready to sort of jump in at a moment's notice. So yeah, I guess it'll just keep me in that position. If anything does fall through, I'll be able to jump in. But yeah, I'd expect probably 2 more fights and then have another shot.
Thanks for that and good luck.
Thank you.
Jack, hey mate, just down here. Aaron from Throwing Shade Pod. Looks like Ian Gary was pretty critical of your last fight with Islam. Yep. Would you love to take him down next?
Yeah, it would be a good match. I definitely think we'll cross paths at some point. We'll see how he goes against Makhachev when he gets the shot.
And obviously, fighting Islam under the bright lights. You said there, obviously, there was some things you would have changed. Is there anything you learnt about that experience and fighting someone like him? And if you do get the chance to fight him again, what alterations will you make to your game plan?
I mean, the game plan itself would probably, I feel like I wasn't able to implement the game plan. So the game plan, I don't think was the issue. It was just, implementing it. I guess that's one thing, setting a game plan, but can you implement it on the night in front of the crowd in the big moment? And wasn't able to do that, but yeah, would love another shot at Makhachev.
Yeah, awesome. And if you do get this win, do you think, obviously, is that the thing you're going for, the title? You're going again? Do you think you're ready for that? Yeah,
for sure. That'd be the goal. But yeah, as I said, I probably would. I think as the rankings, the championship the picture is, see what happens. But I think there's a couple of contenders there, a couple of fights to be had, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then last one, obviously Carlos is, he's got strong power. Obviously you're a bigger man, what do you think he's, the thing that he's bringing to the table, and how can you use that against him?
Yeah, he brings a lot of weapons. You see him, he's got finishes with like almost every strike he's got. So it's dangerous. It's a dangerous fight. Have to be switched on, but I believe I'll be able to push the pace, drag him into deep waters, and yeah, I'm expecting a 25-minute battle.
Awesome. Good luck, Jack. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
And Jack, do you think you need Islam Makhachev to move on from the division before you get another shot because of the last result? Do you feel like, where do you sit on that? Do you think he needs to move on, or do you think you can earn another shot against him?
Yeah, I think it just really depends on how everything goes. I think, right now, we'll see how everything plays out, I think. There's a lot of contenders that sort of deserving of the chance, and we'll see how it all plays out.
And do you physically give the title back, or do you still have one at home?
I've still got one sitting there, but it's kind of worthless at the moment, isn't it?
And do you get annoyed at any of your countrymen for helping Carlos Prates out while he's here? He's obviously training at I think it's Kick-Ass MMA. Like, do you now have a bit of a grudge with them?
No, of course not. I think I think anyone in the top sort of level, if they're coming to, it'd be silly not to open the gym doors, to such a top contender.
And final one for me, prediction for the fight round result.
I expect a 25-minute battle. I think I'll be able to, 25-minute battle and get the win, clear-cut win, 25 minutes, I believe.
Awesome. Thanks, mate.
One last one, Jack. If you weren't a UFC fighter, what would you be?
Ooh, if I could pick, or what would I be, just with my current skills?
Give me both. What would you pick if you could, and what skills do you possess?
I feel like being on the surf tour would be pretty fun, just going cruising around, travelling, surfing big waves, but I don't have the skills for that. But I don't know, I'm a pretty good golfer. I'll probably be golfing.
And I've seen you like to take a hanger. Have you got a footy side, and how do you think they'll go?
Dockers. I'm a docker myself, and they've obviously, it's coming. The premiership is coming back to Fremantle at some point, and it could be this year. They've got a good team, good people. Hopefully we can bring it back.
Awesome. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
What's your handicap?
I actually don't even know what that means. Is that a golfing thing?
I think so. I googled it as well.
I don't know. I'm not actually that good, but it would be nice. I'm working on it.
Awesome. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you. Thank you.